Again, happy morning. Today we are going to start a new topic within the chapter biotechnology principles and processes. Okay, last day in the same chapter I told you about I give you an introduction for the chapter. What are the different general applications of biotechnology? What is biotechnology and what are the two important principles of biotechnology? What is the definition given by European Federation of Biotechnology for biotechnology means what? That is the definition also we are completed. Now the day today we are going to discuss or we are going to study about another small topic, that is the second subtopic in this chapter. So you can give a small heading. Now we are going to study about what is gene cloning, please. What is gene cloning, please? So what is gene cloning? Or again you can note we are also going to study about recombinant, okay, recombinant DNA. Okay, one more topic we are going to study or we are going to learn what is recombinant DNA. And again, I can say one more, we are also going to study gene transfer. Okay, gene transfer. So, what is gene cloning? Now you are very familiar about what is a gene. So here again, you know one more technical term, what is a clone. Under the chapter reproduction in living organism, I have already told you what is a clone. Clone means morphologically and genetically similar individuals. A group of individuals which is morphologically and genetically similar, that is called what a clone. That clone will be generally obtained through what method of reproduction? Asexual method of reproduction. The cell division is what? Mitosis will generally takes place during the time of clone formation, that is during the time of what? Asexual reproduction, equational division is taking place. Now, gene cloning, the segment of DNA is called gene, or a part of DNA is called gene, which carries the information to make a particular protein. That protein involved or that protein controls the phenotype of an organism. That protein controls the characteristic of an organism. So, final product of a gene is what? Protein. So, here what? Gene cloning means we are going to make multiple copies of a gene. So, gene means segment of DNA. We are going to make multiple copies of a desired segment. Desired segment means what? Desired gene that we are going to learn. So, I can say that now you are familiar about what is gene cloning. So, we are going to make multiple copies of a particular gene which carries a particular function or which carries a particular information which controls a particular characteristic of an organism. Again, listen, here organism means not only bacteria we are considering, not only animals we are considering, not only plants we are considering. Generally, I am applicable or I am applying these gene cloning into what we can apply it to both plants, animals as well as what microorganisms. But what is the important thing? We are studying by taking a typical example of our microorganism, the most common prokaryotic organism familiar to you, that bacteria we are taking. That is the important thing here. Next one is recombinant DNA. Another one more technical term is what? Recombinant DNA. This is an important point. While I am teaching the chapter cell cycle and cell division, I told you know in the meiosis, prophase 1 of the meiosis, packaging stage of the meiosis, there is one important process will taking place. That is the exchange of genetic material between two homologous chromosomes. That is the exchange of segment between two homologous chromosomes. That is called what? A crossing over. You know the crossing over which creates what? A recombination. Recombination means after crossing over, the alignment of genes present in each chromosome is going to change. The alignment of genes or the alignment of genes present already in a chromosome, that is going to change due to the crossing over. That's why the crossing over leads to what? Recombination. Yes or no? So here what is happening means we are going to make a DNA, or we are going to make an artificial, or we are going to make a DNA, or I can say that we are going to make a transfer of DNA or gene from one organism to another organism. So when I am transferring genes or segment of DNA from one organism to another organism, the organism which is receiving that DNA fragment, what happens? I can say that their DNA is said to be what? Recombinant DNA, because the DNA of that host organism consists of its own DNA as well as which is received a DNA from what? Outside or a transferred DNA. Yes or no? Recombinant DNA means nothing. I can say that the DNA which carry, or I can say that genetic material which carries what? Recombination or DNA from two organisms in a single member, that only single DNA fragment, that only called what? Recombinant DNA. The DNA, their genetic or the genetic material which is altered, the modified genetic material, that is called what? Recombinant DNA. So that also we are going to study what is recombinant DNA, how it is made, what are the important tools required for. We can study detailing about the different tools required for recombinant DNA technology. But now we are going to give an introduction by familiar these different technical terms we are using. Next, one more technical aspect that is called what? Gene transfer. How we can transfer a gene from one organism to another organism? What are the enzymes required for transferring a gene from one bacteria to another bacteria? One bacteria to plants, bacteria to human beings, or animals to human beings, like that. What are the different processes required? How it is possible? Like that means also we are going to study under what? Gene cloning. Can you understand me what I am saying? So gene cloning, recombinant DNA, or gene transfer we are going to study now. So listen, I think you are very familiar about the small circular double-stranded DNA molecule which is present in what? Generally which is present in bacteria. You know what is the name of that small circular double-stranded DNA molecule? For example, I can give the names to that small circular double-stranded DNA molecule. I can give the name that is called what? I can say that it is plasmid. Here listen, first step, why or before entering into the topic, I can say that this is one plasmid. Two strands are present in a plasmid. That's why the plasmid, I can give the general characteristics of a plasmid. For example, I am going to study of the plasmid, or I am taking a plasmid from a bacterium. You can give its name. For example, I am giving the bacterium name that is called what? Salmonella. Salmonella typhium. Please, you can note the bacterium name. Salmonella typhium. That is the bacteria I am considering. I am taking what? A plasmid from the bacteria Salmonella typhium. We are going to make a recombinant DNA in the plasmid of Salmonella typhimurium. So here you have to note one point. As we look at the history of making recombinant DNA or history of making gene cloning, that credit or the first two person who make a recombinant DNA, you can give that credit to another person. His name is what? Again, please here you can note as we look at the history. Two person, okay, name important names. Two person, one person whose name is called what? Stanley Cohen. One person, Stanley Cohen, and one more person whose name is called what? Again, please you can note Herbert Boyer. Stanley Cohen and Herbert Boyer. Who the first person who made what? He was the first person who made recombinant DNA. He made recombinant DNA. Herbert Boyer and Stanley Cohen. That is also very important. As we look at the history, I can give or mention that here also. That is 1972 is the year. 1972, two person, Herbert Boyer and Stanley Cohen, they made a recombinant DNA in a bacterium. Its name is called what? Or by using the plasmid of a bacterium, its name is called what? Salmonella typhimurium. Listen, the Salmonella typhimurium is a bacteria which is what? More similar to which is bacteria. I can say that it is similar to what bacteria? I can say that E. coli. E. coli means what? Escherichia coli. That is very familiar to you. No need of explanation for what E. coli bacteria. So here you have to know one point. I taken the transmitted from which bacteria? Salmonella typhimurium is the bacteria, and it is similar to the bacteria of what? E. coli. But here you should be familiar about some important characteristic of a plasmid. Yes or no? Can you say what are the characteristics of a plasmid? Again, I can say that plasmid is what? Small and is made of double-stranded DNA. Yes or no? And what is its shape? What is the shape? Again, I can say that what? Small circular in their shape. A small circular double-stranded DNA, and they have the ability to what? Self-replicating ability. Self-replicating ability. Self-replicating means which is present in the cytoplasm of the bacteria, and at the same time they can undergo replication. The plasmid can make multiple copies of its own without any direction getting from the DNA of that particular bacteria. Listen here, you have to note that it is independently they can undergo what? Replication. So I can say that after replication, what capability is present in these plasmid? They can make what? Again, I can say that they can make multiple copies. Can you understand what I am saying? They can make what? Multiple copies of the DNA. Small circular double-stranded DNA molecule which are undergoing independent multiplication or replication. Here what? A small circular double-stranded DNA molecule obtained from which bacteria? Salmonella typhimurium. And listen, I am going to make a recombinant DNA. I am going to make these DNA. Listen. Again, I am taking one more. This is another segment of DNA. So listen, here also two strands are present. Just imagine. Again, I can say that this is, for example, gene. This gene is taken from another bacteria. Means it is a segment of DNA obtained from another bacteria. At the same time, these genes control what characteristic, and at the same time, the gene which controls a character. Please, you can know the gene which controls a character, that is very important. Means the genetic information present in this segment of DNA which controls a character, that will be what provided. Again, I can say that what which provided antibiotic resistance. Okay, which provided antibiotic resistance. About we are going to make a recombinant DNA by using a gene obtained from another bacteria, and we are going to join the gene or DNA fragment into the native plasmid obtained from water Salmonella typhimurium, which is a similar process similar to the bacteria called water. That is our Escherichia coli bacteria or E. coli bacteria. Now, the gene which controls the character of water antibiotic resistance. Listen here, you have to know good point. If I want to join this DNA fragment into the plasmid, first you have to know I want to make a cut. I want to make a cut in this plasmid. Yes or no? Then only I can open this circular plasmid. Again, I can join this DNA fragment. Again, it will come as what is a normal shape. Yes or no? Here you have to know what I am going to make this cut in the plasmid by using an enzyme. We already studied about the enzyme which used to cut the DNA fragment. Please, anybody can say, listen, the name of that enzyme. Again, I can say that what it is called restriction enzymes. But restriction enzyme what is the function of restriction enzyme? Again, I can say that it is used to what? Cut the DNA. Restriction enzymes are used to cut. By using restriction enzyme, first I made a cut in this double stranded. If I am not making a cut in the DNA, what happens? I can't join this fragment into this double stranded DNA molecule. Yes or no? But here what happened? I made a cut in this DNA fragment, and in the next step what happened? I am going to join this DNA fragment. That means again I am going to join this DNA fragment which contains antibiotic resistance gene, and I am going to this DNA fragment invert in the cutter portion. Now what will happen? Again I can say that after joining these two DNA fragments, or after making cutter, one cut is making for opening the DNA fragment. Again I want to rejoin the plasmid into small circular double stranded DNA molecule. Yes or no? So here again you have to note one important point you note here. So I am going to join. So again I can say that this is again, please, very important part, very crucial step is this. So again I can say that the same double stranded DNA molecule, I am going to join this DNA molecule in this plasmid. So after joining, I can say that, for example, please. So here what happens? After making the cut, again I am joining the DNA fragment. That also very important. The rejoining of DNA fragment. or the antibiotic resistant gene in the plasmid. These here also I made one join, yes or no? Here one joint I made. Again here one joint I made. Two joints I want to make. These making joining with the or making joining between a foreign gene and the plasmid is takes place with the help of another enzyme. It takes place with the help of another enzyme. The enzyme name is called what? Again, you can note DNA ligases. About DNA ligases used to what are made to rejoin the DNA fragments. Restriction enzyme, what again you have to know, which is used to made cutting the DNA fragment. Now two technical terms. One is restriction enzyme, another one is DNA ligases. Their functions are totally opposite. Yes or no? So here, next step. Now listen here. Now I can say is plasmid, which is what I am giving another name to this plasmid. Now I can say that this plasmid is said to be what? Recombinant plasmid. Now I am saying this plasmid as recombinant plasmid. Why it is recombinant plasmid means now this plasmid which contains the DNA of the plasmid at the same time that plasmid which contains what also again here this region which contains what will be present again which also contains gene which controls what function which control again what that is control antibiotic resistance. Please, can you understand what I am saying? In the next step is what we need what a clone means what multiple copies of DNA. So again we know when this plasmid the function of the plasmid in the concept in this situation what the plasmid is generally act as a vector on it. So actually we need the multiple copies of a gene that is what antibiotic resistant gene. For making multiple copies of antibiotic resistant gene what will happen? We are taking a plasmid and here plasmid act as what vector. Yes or no? So I am going to conclude that here you can note what again you can note one point this plasmid which is act as vector. What is the function? Again to carry the genes into to carry the gene into host organism which carry the gene into host organism. So if you want to transfer a gene into a host organism, we should need a vector and the most commonly used vector that is our what plasmids obtained from the bacteria. Apart from this, restriction enzyme also I used, the DNA ligases also I used, and finally I made a recombinant DNA which contains the DNA of bacteria and which contains what the gene responsible for antibiotic resistance. Can you understand me? And in the next step what happened, that is very interesting. In the next step, again I am going to transfer this DNA into a bacteria, this recombinant DNA into a bacteria, because this recombinant DNA only contains what a gene. We want the multiple copies. So what happened in the next step? Again I can say that. I can say again, this is a bacterium I am taking. For example, I think I can take a more familiar bacteria too. So I can take the bacteria. For example, I am taking the bacteria the name of this bacteria, please. I am taking the bacteria water. No doubt. E. coli bacteria is a the rod-shaped E. coli bacteria I am taking. As we look at the structure of a bacteria, I can say that what bacteria, you know, this is a cytoplasm of the bacteria. Cytoplasm of the bacteria. The cytoplasm which consists of what will be present. Again, I can say that cytoplasm of the bacteria which consists of what will be present. DNA is present. This DNA is not a plasmid. It is the DNA of or DNA which controls its general characteristic, not a plasmid. And again, I can say that the cytoplasm of the water E. coli bacteria. What we are going to do? The E. coli bacteria, you can note initially, or what I can say that normal E. coli bacteria means E. coli bacteria without or E. coli bacteria without recombinant DNA. A normal E. coli bacteria which not contains important, which not contains water, which not contains antibiotic resistant gene. Antibiotic resistant is antibiotic resistant gene. Very important. About normally an E. coli bacteria which does not contain an antibiotic resistant gene. That means when these E. coli bacteria, when we are shifting or when we are applying antibiotics, for example like penicillin, for example like chloramphenicol, for example like tetramycin, if you are adding the penicillin into the culture of E. coli bacteria, what E. coli bacteria which can't grow because these antibiotics which kill the E. coli bacteria in a normal condition. So now this is one E. coli bacteria water which does not contain water and antibiotic resistant gene in the water absent in E. coli bacteria. So here I am going to do what happen. I am going to transfer these recombinant DNA into the host bacterium, which is a host bacterium, E. coli bacterium, which is similar to the bacterium what Salmonella typhi. Here what happened in this cytoplasm? I am going to transfer these recombinant DNA. Here you have to note one point. So again, I can say that here is an just again small, again a circular. At the same time, what the double stranded DNA molecule. This is again I can give the name. This DNA again I can say that what it is called recombinant. It is called recombinant DNA, and this recombinant DNA which contains what gene responsible for antibiotic resistance. And once this recombinant DNA is transferred into the host bacteria E. coli, initially E. coli which do not have the antibiotic resistant gene, but after transformation, after transfer of genetic material or after transfer of recombinant DNA into the cytoplasm of E. coli bacteria, which also have the ability to resistant against antibiotic. Yes or no? But here what I am going on, topic is what I want to create a multiple copies of that antibiotic resistant gene. For that purpose only I use the plasmid, restriction enzyme and DNA ligase. Listen, again in the next step what happen? The characteristic of plasmid is what? Small, circular and self-replicating in the nature. Yes or no? So once it is transferred into the cytoplasm of E. coli bacteria, again I can say that what happened? These E. coli bacteria, for example, again I can say that within the cytoplasm of E. coli bacteria, I can say that what here I can say these plasmid which undergoing, okay, these plasmid which undergoing what multiple copy formation means which undergoing self replication, and the result is the formation of what multiple copies of that recombinant DNA. So here again many copies of recombinant DNA formed. All these recombinant DNA which consists of what gene responsible for antibiotic resistance as well as what gene of the plasmids. Can you understand what I am saying? Now what happened? Again within this cytoplasm many copies, okay, many copies of what DNA? Again, I can say that many copies of recombinant DNA is formed. Each recombinant DNA which contains what gene? Each recombinant DNA which contains gene responsible for what? Again, I can say that responsible for antibiotic resistance. Each and every plasmid which contains gene responsible for what? Antibiotic resistance. Yes or no? So listen, we know the most common method of reproduction which is present in bacteria. Again, you can note the most common method of reproduction present in bacteria, that is binary fission. Yes or no? Binary fission is a type of asexual method of reproduction. Yes or no? One cell divides into two daughter cells. While bacteria undergoing division, what happens? Along with the division of bacteria, the plasmids present in the bacteria or recombinant DNA present in the bacteria, which also what means this is the recombinant DNA, this is the recombinant DNA. Again, I can say that this is the recombinant DNA present in the bacteria also equally distributed into the two daughter cells formed as a result of what process? Binary fission. So, listen, binary fission. In this condition, what happened? One bacterial cell which undergoing what? Binary fission. Again, please, here you have to know one important point, please. So, this is the bacterial cell. Here I have already told you each batch. For example, I am considering here total number of daughter cells. I am considering how many? Please, I can consider here 6 plasmids I am considering, and each plasmid I am already told you it is a recombinant DNA, means which contains gene responsible for antibiotic resistance. When this is undergoing the process of what? Binary fission, so one cell which divides into two daughter cells. As a result, again here I am obtaining the one daughter cell. Again here also I obtain one daughter cell. And we know here 6 plasmids are present, 6 recombinant DNA is present. So here I am going to say 1, 2, 3. Again here also I can say 1. Here also I can say this. And listen what happens. The DNA, multiple copies of recombinant DNA is obtained here. Multiple copies of recombinant DNA. 2 daughter cells, now copies, 6 copies are present as well. See here what happens. Again these daughter cells undergoing what? Binary fission. What happens? Again I can say that, please, here you have to know again, this is the 2 cells obtained from this parent cell. Again, here also, please. two cells obtained from these parameters. What happened? These three again undergoing division replication. These three again undergoing division and replication, and too many multiple copies of recombinant DNA is formed due to or along with what bacterial reproduction. So what happened? Finally, again I can say that important point I am saying, all are small circular double-stranded DNA molecule we are discussing. Double-stranded DNA molecule means it is not just a recomb, it is not just a plasmid, each plasmid. It also consists of what is also present, the gene responsible for antibiotic resistance also present. It is, we are making in a water DNA recomb, we are making in a bacteria called water E. coli bacteria. Yes or no? Like this, what happened? Again, I can say that what finally, here very important point. Finally, what happened? Again, I can say that finally, colony of what will be obtained? Colony of a bacteria is obtained. Yes or no? Here you have one point. These colony of bacteria or these colony of bacteria which contains what? Multiple copies of what is also present within the inside the bacteria. Multiple copies of, again I can say that what? Recombinant DNA also present. That recombinant DNA which contains what will be present? These recombinant DNA which contains the gene responsible for antibiotic resistance also present. But I can say that what finally through this process I obtained multiple copies of gene of interest. Gene of interest means the gene which we ligated or joined with our vector plasmid. Like in asexual reproduction also, what happened? Finally, we are obtaining morphologically and genetically similar individuals through asexual method of reproduction. Here, what happened? Through this process, I obtained many copies of what? These recombinant DNA, and again, I can say that these recombinant DNA which contains what genes present. Again, I can say that antibiotic, again antibiotic resistant genes present. Listen, this only called what? Gene cloning, or here I can say that this process only called gene cloning of, or cloning of gene, or gene cloning of antibiotic resistant gene by using the plasmid of Salmonella typhimurium and a gene responsible for antibiotic resistant gene, and we are inserted into E. coli bacteria. Finally, what? Clones or a culture of bacteria is obtained, and that culture which contains what? Genetically similar DNA fragments, that is gene responsible for what? Antibiotic resistant gene. Now listen what? This is called what? Gene cloning. Now, what are the steps in gene cloning? That also you have to know. Identification of antibiotic resistant gene, yes or no? Joining of this antibiotic resistant gene with the plasmid, yes or no? By using restriction enzymes and DNA ligases, yes or no? Transfer of these recombinant DNA into the host bacteria E. coli and providing suitable environmental conditions for its multiplication. Again, allow that recombinant DNA is multiplied in the cytoplasm of E. coli bacteria. Finally, what? A colony of the bacteria is obtained. That colony contains what? Multiple copies of recombinant DNA, and along with the multiple copies, antibiotic resistant gene also present. Now I can say that your antibiotic resistant gene is what? cloned. Yes or no? Antibiotic resistant gene is cloned here. Can you understand me what I am saying? So this is the important process here you have to note. Listen, along with this, you have to note one or two important points. While a foreign DNA fragment, near foreign DNA fragment means DNA which contains gene responsible for antibiotic resistant gene. When we are transferring antibiotic resistant gene without a plasmid directly into the cytoplasm of the bacteria, which would not be what multiply. Which will multiply only when this DNA fragment is a part of a plasmid or a eukaryotic organism. Means I can say that when this foreign DNA fragment becomes the part of chromosome of the organism, then only that foreign DNA fragment which undergoing replication, undergoing multiplication along with what host DNA. Because now the host DNA because now the foreign DNA become as part of a host chromosomes. But directly if you are transferring antibiotic genes into the cytoplasm of the bacteria or any other organism, it will not be get multiplied. Only when it becomes a part of what vector or a plasmid or the host chromosome. One more important point you have to note in this topic that is also very, very important for your examination. We can't join a foreign DNA fragment into any part of a chromosome. We can't join a foreign DNA fragment into any part of the chromosome. We should join that foreign DNA fragment or gene of interest. Gene of interest means a gene which contains antibiotic resistant. The gene of interest into the region of DNA, the region of a chromosome from which what replication starts. You know, in your chapter molecular basis of inheritance, you studied about some specific regions present in both prokaryotic as well as eukaryotic organisms or DNA of prokaryotic and eukaryotic organism from which replication starts. That region is called what? Region is called the origin of replication. We should join this gene of interest into the region of DNA from which replication starts. That is called what? Origin of replication. Prokaryotic organisms means many origin of replication is present, but eukaryotic organism means what? Only one origin of replication is present. So that 2 points. One, if you are directly transferring cytoplasm, would not be get multiplied. Only it will multiply when it become as a part of host chromosome. Second reason, at any region we can't join, we should join foreign DNA fragment into the plasmid or the chromosome. That region is called what? Origin of replication. But these 2 points also you should remember always. Substitution enzyme means what? Recombinant DNA means what? Gene transfer means what? Vector which acts as just a carrier only. Like for example, malaria caused vector for malaria caused by Plasmodium falciparum. Mosquito acts as a vector. Similar. Here also what? Plasmid will be act as a vector to transfer a foreign gene or to transfer a foreign gene into the cytoplasm of the host bacterium. These are very, very important points. In the next class, we can study about DNA ligases and its activity, restriction enzyme, its how it is acting, what are the different restriction enzyme, what is its function, from where that restriction enzyme is isolated, and what is plasmid, what are the characteristics of the plasmid, and how that plasmid will undergo multiplication. Listen, here you have to again you can note one more important point. How which is multiplying inside the cytoplasm? Anybody by last question, find my conclusion. Which enzyme will help the multiplication of these recombinant DNA inside the host organism? Anybody? please. That also you can know this multiplication inside the host organism. We can note what that is DNA polymerase. DNA polymerase. DNA polymerase only helps to what multiply this recombinant DNA into the cytoplasm of the host organism. So this is enough for today. You can go through this. If you have any doubt, means what you can contact me and we can continue with our next classes. Okay, thank you.